players looking like they're playing.
His first.
One of the credit, John Madani,
Russell West
is not good. Credit, John Madani, our producer, was killing him, saying his analysis was not good there at the timeout. And K-Dub comes right out with a very perceptive comment.
Coming out of the box strong here on opening night, NBA on ESPN Radio. And there's a three-pointer from Russell Westbrook out of the timeout. So Westbrook hits the Lakers' third three-pointer. And that 14-point deficit is down to 11, 53-42.
That's a big shot, Dusty. I know it's early. That's a big shot.
Klay Thompson dribbling at the elbow. Now against Matt Ryan. Takes him deep. Hang shot not there. LeBron James the rebound. James pressing it into the forecourt from left to right. All the way down the lane. Hang's got the foul and put it in. That is classic LeBron James. When he wants to score, he'll have a chance at a three-point play right here. Andrew Wiggins commits the personal, his first.
One of the other effects, Darvin Ham is totally committed to improving his team's defense, which is not going to be hard to do the way they defended last year. But if the Lakers become a significantly better defensive team, that means they're going to run more. When this team gets out and runs, particularly when it's AD or LeBron on the receiving end, they're going to score a bucket of points in transition.
LeBron three-point play, he's got 12. He's got some crazy streak of like 1,200 straight games in double figures that he extends. As Steph Curry misses on a jump shot and a Laker foul called with a minute 39 to go here in the half. Two shots coming for Steph Curry as Matt Ryan picks up the personal, his first.
The Lakers have got to be a better transition team. There's no question about that, and that to a large extent is going to depend on their defense. Everybody talks about Golden State, and they talk about the offense and Steph making the threes, and they kind of picture them, the great ball movement and all the things they did. They were not. They were 15th in the league in offense last year in scoring points, and they were a totally underrated defensive team, which was the key to their success in the playoffs.
Curry, 2 free throws. He's up to 14 points. Lead back to 10 for the Warriors, 55-45. James pass tipped in the air by Wiggins, but into the waiting arms of Anthony Davis. 10 to shoot. James has it at the top, well beyond the arc. Finds AD mid-post right. Turns, puts up a shot. Before the shot, we got a foul on Andrew Wiggins. And we're going to say it was a shooting foul, so 2 free throws coming for Anthony Davis, 2 on Wiggins.
Well, they're in the bonus, too. So, I tell you what they're doing is the two of them, one's too long, the other's too strong to stop them inside.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how Darvin Ham plays it. Obviously, when he gets his team back to health, doesn't it make more sense to have a Russell Westbrook off the bench and leading with his hectic pace with that second unit?
Yeah, I think it can, and you got the truth and the concern from day one. Not that they can't play together, certainly they can, but you got Russell Westbrook and LeBron James, both who need the ball in their hands. So, maybe less minutes with them together on the floor can be a good thing.
Anthony Davis free throw. He's got 15 points. Score right now is 55-46 in favor of Golden State, and Wiggins missing a 3 out of the right corner. Rebounded by Westbrook, quickly to James. James hits the trailing Westbrook, whose layup won't go. Ended up on the deck, no call. Rebounded by Draymond. Up ahead, Jordan Poole. Little hesitation move on Walker, gives it up. Klay Thompson just inside the arc, drops home the deep 2. He's got those gold lame-looking sneakers glinting for Klay Thompson. Here's Russell Westbrook and 1 as he flipped it up with the left hand and in, barking toward the crowd and headed to the free throw line.
Lakers have done a nice job since that timeout. Darvin Ham took that extra timeout. A lot of good young head coach's first game wasn't worried about it. He said, we need the timeout now. We got to get this thing under control. And they've done just that. They got a chance to get out perhaps less than 10 points at the half.
Westbrook missing on the free throw. Wiggins with the rebound.
Another Laker problem last year, free throw shooting.
Missed 4 in the first half, 7 of 11. 57-48 Warriors. Half a minute to go, second quarter. Here's Curry, drives right down the post, hesitation, puts it up, and scores the bucket.
Yeah, Lonnie Walker's got to do a better job defending than that.
Curry's 0 for 5 from 3, but he's got 16 points here in the first half. Leads back to 11 for the Warriors. LeBron James outside of half court, gives it to Walker. Walker drives, puts it up and in. Lonnie Walker with the bucket.
Steph's also got 4 assists to go with those points, too, Kesty. Not making his threes, but he's doing other things.
Final shot of the half belongs to Golden State with a 9-point lead. Here's Curry passing it up to Thompson. Catch and shoot 3 off the rim, not there. Tip up, Wiggins won't go. And we've got a loose ball foul with 1.1 to go here in the first half.
This is going to get a response from the Lakers. Rodney Mott pointed, we're staying here. Okay, yeah, he pointed the wrong way. I was going to say, that was Wiggins coming over the top. That's a bad foul. They're in the bonus, and he commits an over-the-top foul with 1.1 second to go.
And it's his 3rd foul on top of all that. Really bad foul.
Rodney pointed to the same end they were on. I said, wow, if he calls that foul on the Lakers, not on Andrew Wiggins.
So a chance for the Lakers to get a couple more points before halftime. 59-50 Golden State. It'll be LeBron James at the line. First one is good for James, who has authored a 13-point first quarter.
Well, if he makes this one, we may see another 50 or 55-footer from Steph Curry before we head to the locker room.
13-point first half, correcting myself. We have 1.1 to go. Second quarter. James another. Shoots it at the rim and scores. 14 and a half for James. Inbound to Curry. Curry one dribble, got it off a little too late that time from just beyond half court, missed it. We are at the half, PJ. 7-point lead for the Golden State Warriors. A little bit of work for Darvin Ham and the Lakers in the locker room coming up for the second half.
Well, again, to be shooting what they're shooting from the three-point line, 3 for 21, if our stat monitor is correct, and still be in the game, the Lakers have done very well. Clearly, it's opening night. Both coaches have a lot of things to talk about with their teams. I expect better execution in the second half. And if somebody makes enough threes, that could be the difference in the game.
16 for Steph Curry, and the big 3 of the Lakers, LeBron, Davis, Westbrook. 25 of LA's 30 points in the second quarter. They were down 14. They're down 7. Warriors 59, Lakers 52. Let's turn it over to Kevin Winter in the studio. Here's the AutoZone halftime report.
With more astute analysis. AutoZone, it's time to say goodnight to that check engine light with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service. It'll help troubleshoot the likely cause of your light for free. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone. Here's some analysis. Can you imagine that a 7-point game never feels larger? Because Golden State would have more than the 59 points if they were shooting better than 42% from the floor. 59-52 coming up next on the AutoZone halftime report. We'll check in on game number 1 of the national television doubleheader. Boston with their new/interim head coach, Joe Mazzulla. They get 35 apiece from Tatum and Brown. They beat Philadelphia. Plus, Steph and Clay remark on ring night for the Warriors. At the half, Golden State by 7 over the Lakers. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app.
Mike Greenberg, Greeny.
I am the worst person at picking games ever. I might be more famous for that than anything else in my career at ESPN. And now I'm winning. I'm beating Keyshawn Johnson, for crying out loud. He was the first pick in the draft once. He has forgotten today more football than I'll ever know. And I'm ahead of him because I do the opposite. It's not that complicated.
Greeny, weekday mornings at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio. Plus, you can watch and listen on the ESPN app. Against All Odds with Cousin Sal.
Babyface, I don't know what you were following there. Harry said, now his pick is the Suns. He said, can 37-year-old CP3 get them a title? And his response was, we'll see.
Well, I mean, he couldn't do it. Harry. He couldn't do it when he was 36. He couldn't do it when he was 35. So, I mean,
37 is usually when it all right comes together.
Listen to Against All Odds with Cousin Sal wherever you get your podcast. The NFL on ESPN Radio. From breaking news and in-depth analysis.
Breaking news, you and I are going to find out together what it is.
To the biggest names in the league.
Arthur Smith, Falcons head
Blaze
coach.
Campbell, 6-time Pro Bowler.
Sean Gilmore, Indianapolis Colts.
Good morning, how you doing?
Plus, daily fantasy and gambling insight.
5-star hammer play right there.
If it's happening in the NFL, hear it here. It all starts with Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max and continues all day right here on ESPN Radio.
Unlike other health concerns, mental illness is not always easy to see. Depression won't show up on an eye chart, and you won't find PTSD by looking at a thermometer. Sorting out a mental health concern takes professional diagnosis and treatment. Anxiety won't just go away under a bandage. If you or a loved one has a mental